Doctors these days rely on modern medicine, but back in the good old days, doctors were more than just that. They relied on what really mattered. They were not only physicians, but they were saints and miracle workers. To understand the importance and abilities of these doctor saints, let's look at a few examples. One well-known example are the doctor saints Cosmas and Damian, who were twin brothers that were known for their healing abilities and pro bono work. Their most famous story of their work was the time the brothers helped a man with a cancer-infected leg. They miraculously transplanted a black leg of a recently deceased Ethiopian man to the body of a man who was infected. These brothers were known as unmercenary doctor saints, as their selfless miracles came with no charge, as they did not discriminate, using their abilities to help both the poor and the wealthy. This is not only a testament to their qualified positions, but also to their moral standing, and serves as a representation of the kind of people doctor saints were. Through the work of the artist Fernando del Rincon, we can see this immaculate miracle depicted. Due to the work of these doctor saints, lots of artists drew inspiration from them to create their paintings. So it's no surprise that Cosmas and Damian are seen in other portraits, one of those being a painting by the artist Martino di Pacino, which shows the brothers in robes. It symbolizes the large role that these saints and caregivers play in the lives of people and gives them sort of an elevated status and recognition through this. But these brothers weren't the only ones who were known for being healers. Another notable doctor saint was Saint Pantaleon. He was a physician from Nicomedia, Turkey, who can be seen in this painting healing a sick child. He did this not only through his work as a doctor, but also through the powers they believed he had been given through God. He is also represented in the painting as an angel or spiritual figure through the use of lighting and the angel in the corner of the piece. Often in history, religion and science did not go well together. Even the scientific revolution was rejected by the church, but saints like San Pantaleon brought the two together. This specific painting captures a young boy who was bitten by a snake, but through the use of religion and medicine, Saint Pantaleon was able to cure him. Another aspect of the topic of doctor saints at this time was the way that gender roles were a critical component in the difference between them. You see, women at this time were not really allowed to do intense medical procedures like men. In fact, they weren't even allowed to oversee or be included in things such as surgeries. The role of women in this context was more focused on spiritual healing and their contributions to the church through things such as theological texts and findings. In this particular painting of St. Lucy by Francesco del Caso, St. Lucy is depicted through her martyrdom, where there is also a large symbolism between sight and seeing. St. Lucy was said to have been killed for her beliefs, as she was a Christian martyr, and Christians were persecuted at this time. During her time, she was known for her dedication to service, and more specifically to the poor. She is believed to have had almost supernatural powers in ways of curing the blind, which can be further understood metaphorically for her way to trust her inner sight and persist through physical illnesses. With this popular depiction of St. Lucy in specific, she can be seen to be holding eyes to her right. This piece, that is a part of iconographic style paintings, displays Lucy as a calm figure with a more traditional Renaissance style human portrait. With the eyes out to the side, or as seen in other depictions of this saint, with eyes on the platter, it not only relates to her life as a saint, but as well as a famous story that she herself had her eyes gouged out during her martyrdom. All in all, the symbolism of the eyes represents not only her as a saint or a doctor for eyes, but as well as her metaphorical sight of triumph through religion and faith. Medicine and religion did not always go together throughout history, but in these stories of doctor saints, you can find examples of when they do come together. Doctor saints were very important at this time, not just because of people's belief in their religion, but also because it brought together two seemingly unlikely things. It allowed people to practice a type of science or believe in a type of science without really knowing that it was true. That is not to say that the miracles performed by these saints did not truly happen. It is the belief of many that these saints truly use the power of God to heal their patients, and this is significant because it gives people another reason to believe in God. People today still believe in the power of these saints and in both medicine and religion.